Tom Paton is back at Frightfest yet again after last year's Black Site, a movie I really enjoyed, with this year's movie Stairs, which is all about a group of SAS commandos who are sent on a mission that is going to haunt them for the rest of the movie. This group of rough and tough commando-like people are sent on a mission to wipe out this army that's holding up outside a small village. And of course, when they get there, they're effective. This is super trained. These guys are amazing. They take out the bad guys, they stop everything, and then you get an idea into their leader. The leader of this group may not be the most compassionate individual ever, as he forces one of his members to shoot a civilian because his orders were to make sure nobody survives. And when they go back to their base for their debriefing, they find that the lift's out of order. They have to climb the stairs. The movie's called Stairs. You know something's going to happen here. And they get stuck in a loop going up these stairs with something chasing after them, something slowly coming up the stairs after them to get to them. Every now and again they get to a door, and when they open the door they find themselves right back to the battle scene at the start of the movie. As with other Tom Paton movies, you know he opens with his filtered coloured scenes. You know, they're blues, greens and reds right from the start. They're in your face, they're just weird and different looking. As we get to know our characters throughout their repeated mistakes, this has an obvious homage to, say, Happy Death Day or Groundhog Day by repeating the same scenario and trying to get these people out of this. Only if they die, they are dead. They don't come back to life. They don't get to have a second try at this. You know, if they fail once, they're done for. They have to repeat this mission as their numbers dwindle down and down as they try to figure out a way to fix a huge mistake they made during that initial engagement. And there's some things about the movie that just feel a little bit wrong, and some things that work really well, and it's a hard one to really separate. You get some acting which isn't great, but then you get some acting that's really good. You get the repeated scenes at the start that comes punctuated throughout the movie at certain moments that can be refreshing and fun depending on how they're tackling it. You get the moments in the staircase and some of the character moments that just feel wrong. Characters know that there is something down there that's coming up to get them, yet they want to head strong and just go into that thinking they're going to do something, but they just never quite manage it. I love some of the camera trickery it does, especially that onslaught scene at the start as you see through the scope sight as they pick off some of the bad guys, the opposing army. And the thing about Stairs that works really well is the sense of impending doom. The fact that these guys are infighting, the fact that they keep going back into the past to this mission and just can't seem to find a solution as their numbers start to dwindle downwards and downwards as their equipment and their bullets and ammo start to fade. They're struggling against time to try and rectify this evil that they may have set loose. Which is something I've not really mentioned much in this review because I don't want to waste too much about it. But it's definitely a fun movie. It's a low budget movie, but it's well constructed. It's constructed in a manner that feels rather fresh. It feels rather interesting. You know, you understand that they only have a certain amount of money to play with, and they use it by having this reoccurring story, constantly changing the dynamics of certain moments of it, which I think is an interesting way to tackle it. Stairs itself, for me, never quite worked. It never quite held the attention. It never changed enough during these moments to really keep it fresh and constantly going forward. It felt a tad drawn out. I wasn't engaged by this group of characters. There was no one that I really bought into, none that I wanted to see get to the end. It was a movie without a protagonist that I wanted to survive, and that's a hard thing to get. It robs the movie of any kind of threat, of any kind of worry, because ultimately you're not really bothered too much about it. And we get a couple of bad people in this. We get the force that is after them, and we get the bad commander of this group who, for me, I just didn't like this character even before he started to do some of the horrendous things that he does. But then the movie has some great action set pieces. It's some really nice cinematography as well. I'm kind of torn on this one. Like I said, there's bits I love, there's bits I really didn't like. Still, if you like Black Site, if you want to see what Tom Paton's done next, check this one out. The guy is a movie making machine. I'm no doubt about next year with another movie, and I'll check that one out. Love to know your thoughts on Stairs. Let me know in the comment box below, and I will see you next time on Man vs Film.